Hi, my name is Zach Hollander, and I'm a volunteer here in Kathmandu at the Children's Orphanage. And so to get started, I had one of the most amazing host families and I could not have asked for a better family. They were so accommodating, so hospitable. They really provided me with everything I needed. Any questions I had were easily answered. And anything ranging from weekend excursions to pokhara to the politics of Nepal and the government and some of the problems they're facing. Everything was answered with incredible clarity and from a place of such warmth that really made the trip just all the more relaxing and invigorating and exciting. I think obviously it's going to be a culture shock, but just try and remain as open as you can and say yes and just be accepting and loving to what it is you come across. It's a good culture shock, and I think if you're coming out here, it's something that you should want to experience, which it was for me. I think it's inevitable in a way that you will experience it just because it is so different. But that's okay, and you will get used to it. You will get used to being cramped onto the minibuses and going on these bumpy roads, and it becomes quite enjoyable and certainly something that I will remember forever. Nothing is incredibly difficult, and I did feel well prepared and tried to go into it knowing as much as I could as to what to expect. I would say, one thing you do never really get used to and always feel a desire to change is seeing some of the destruction from the earthquake still, or the pollution of the environment, or the poverty that still exists, and it exists everywhere, but certainly can be hard to see and makes you want to do more. Again, when you're coming, ask your coordinator if they need anything, ask if they can contact your program to find out if they need anything, so you can provide them the best resources possible. Also be willing to get stuff while you're there for them, especially if you're working with kids. They always want little gifts and toys and candies and all that. I would say try and save some space for maybe some cool clothes or designs or knickknacks. Always very interesting, a lot of good books. And if you're interested in Buddhism, try and definitely get up to the Buddha monastery and spend a night there at the monastery, or go to Kopan, which is only 30 minutes from Bodha, so in Kathmandu, and very fascinating. And again, just be open and know that time is a little bit looser here, and sometimes it will take a lot longer than you may assume it will take to get to a certain place, because traffic can be unpredictable and hectic, but certainly just kind of go with it. I think if there was one thing I could have asked more from ABV, which really provided me with a lot, was just a little bit more information as to getting to the airport, and well, not getting to the airport, but once you're there, getting your visa, getting your luggage, kind of navigating it. It can be a little bit overwhelming, especially if you're tired, but it's very manageable. Likewise, I think it could be helpful to have a little bit more context about the project you're going into, but again, something that you can also take the initiative to go and ask once you're there. But all those things would help just a little bit more, if you're looking for room for growth. Of course, I would absolutely be willing to talk with anyone who's interested in traveling or is going to travel, and I'll try and respond as quickly as I can. The last thing I would say is I could not be more grateful or fortunate for this opportunity and for the family I was provided. I always felt secure. I never went hungry, and there was so much warmth. It was really quite inspiring, and I thank you so much for letting me partake in this opportunity.